recover. Welcome to the Saturday workout. So glad that you are here. We are, I think, recording. Let me make sure. Yes, I am recording. Welcome, welcome. So excited. I'm going to mute everybody so you don't have to worry about making noise in the background. And we are going to get started. Let me get my camera set. There we go. Perfect. Let's go for a warm-up, you guys. Happy September. Can you believe it? We are here. It's officially fall in Pennsylvania. It's the most gorgeous day ever. Knees are soft, feet are wide. Take a big inhale up. We're going to do two more like this. When your arms are over your head at the top here, I want you to reach up super tall, super tall, super tall, long, 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 and relax down. One more time. Inhale up and let's stay here. Reach up actively. I want you to do everything you can to make yourself reach up as high and as tall as possible. It fires up the transverse abdominis and it gets the core activated all the way around the whole band of your body. Drop your right hand and I want you to reach up and then look under your left underarm as you very actively reach up towards the sky. Reach up super, super high. Short breaths, just make sure that you're breathing and relax down. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Inhale up, drop that right hand, reaching, very actively reaching up super high. Then look under your right underarm. You're gonna feel a stretch all through your side. And if you do it right and you're lifting up and rotating, you're gonna get down into your hip flexor on your right side. And relax. Bring your hands to your thighs, come into a partial squat, and I want you to arch your booty, well, pop your booty, arch your lower back, then perform the opposite. Roll out your back, activating, draw your abs in. Open again, give me a booty pop, big, big booty pop, like you're a stripper or you are a booty pop influencer on Instagram. Really give me that booty pop. And now tuck it under, activating, drawing your abs in. We're gonna do this a couple more times. So tuck your booty back, bringing an arch in your lower back. You're gonna feel a stretch through your hamstrings. You're gonna feel pressure in your lower back. That's intended. One more time, round it. And last one, open and arch. Nice, strong activation here. And come up to a neutral position, take your feet wider, and let's start with some movement coming side to side. Since we missed it last week, you know I'm not going to miss this movement today. Take a look down at your feet. They should be truly 100% parallel. So as we perform this exercise, your toes are going to want to open out. Keep them parallel unless you feel specific and acute knee issues. If you feel your knee is feeling funky right now, you can let your knees open outward. Drive into the heels, really pressing your hips back. And as this feels better, you're going to sit deeper. Come down and reach past your toes, sitting super deeply into the leg that's bending. You can move faster or slower than me. Always, always. Remember, this is your workout. I'm just here to guide you and inspire you, but you get to make it yours. Drive into your heels, press those hips back, really sit deeply, bend into the leg, here on your right, here on your left, pressing into your heels big time to get that activation as well as some range of motion through the hips. Let's go one more and relax. Come up and I just want you to turn to the side in a staggered position on the ball of your foot and back, hands up over your head. Make sure you have space from left to right between your feet so that you've got a base of support. Standing up super tall, I want you to just dip down and come up. Please count out 10 on this leg, driving into your front heel. I just want to warm you up a little bit. I realize this looks like it could be an exercise, but it's actually preparing your body for the rest of the workout and an exercise that we're going to do inside of the workout. So we got about one more for 10. Just step forward, same on the other side. Step back, you're on the ball of the foot. Take a beat to get into really good positioning here. reaching up way out of your waist and then dropping your back knee towards the floor. Now, your back knee might not touch the floor, and it might. Either one is fine. Whatever is right for your body is right for your body. So because of the dimensions of my legs, I do best when my knee taps down on the ground and just grazes the floor, because I need that depth. If you've got super long legs, you might not need to tap down with your knee. 1 or 2 more for 10. And then step forward and relax. From here, you're gonna reach up, come back into a lunge, other leg, alternating sides. This is your modification to start with. Big step back into that lunge with your hands on your front leg. If this is totally doable and comfortable, we're gonna make it bigger by dropping down to the ground. Full lunge, big reach. Full lunge, big reach. If this is easy for you, speed it up. If this is easy, make it bigger. If this is hard, stay with that first modification that I showed you. You do want your knee to gently tap down behind you here so that you get a deep hip flexor stretch. Really press into your front heel here to activate the glutes. All about getting your glutes fired and strong. We're gonna do one more. Now I want you to step back and stop. In a lunge, knee on the ground, reach up, hold for that amazing stretch, turn towards your leg that's in front, bring your hand back to your heel. For you, it's probably your right leg in front if you're mirroring me. Inhale up, come down, and I want you to step forward, reach up, step back on that other leg, stop, same sequence, reach up, turn to the leg in front, pause for a stretch. I've officially named this the world's greatest stretch. And let's repeat. Inhale up, forward, step forward, reach up, other leg back. Swoop up, turn to the leg that's in front, coming into your stretch. Pause for about 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds to enjoy that stretch. And let's repeat again. Up, forward, step forward, reach up, lunge back, other leg. Up, turn to the leg in front, hand on the foot, and we're gonna do one more on each side. Reach up, bring it forward, step forward, reach up, other leg steps back, sweep up, turn towards the leg in front, hand back behind to tap the heel. So it's your opposite arm to heel. So if it's your left foot behind you, it's your right hand on that foot. Inhale, last one, step forward, reach up, step back on the other leg. Sweep up and turn towards the leg in front and hold that stretch. Is that not amazing? Even if you're restricted, even if this is hard for you, you can modify however you need to, but you can feel the value in it, right? Incredible. And relax, listen up, hands on the ground, step back into down dog. Here. Put all of your weight into one heel to stretch the calf, all the weight in the other heel. We're gonna go back and forth, pressing one heel to the ground for a gentle calf stretch. Just going side to side at your own pace. If you wanna hold your stretch longer, that's cool. If you wanna move more quickly, that's cool too. And one more on each side. And from here, come down into a crouched position. Come down so that your toes are tucked under you, hands are under your shoulders. And I want you to just sit here for a moment, getting a stretch in your arch of your feet. your ankles and your toes. With your toes tucked under, shift back so that your body weight is on your feet, and let's just rock back and forth a couple of times. If this is hard for you, please be gentle and breathe through it. If this is comfortable, come all the way forward and tap your knees to the ground, really putting the range of motion and the flexibility in the forefoot and the toes. One of the most important mobility moves you can do right here. If this is easy for you, bring your feet completely together, heel to toe, so that your heels are touching and your toes are touching, and you're going to perform the same exact motion with your feet together. If this is uncomfortable for you, welcome to the club. It is one of the best things you can do to keep your feet healthy as you get older. Let's do one more. And now come up to a stand. Lift your knees 10 times, count it out. Don't cheat me of these knee lifts. We're gonna jump into the workout. First exercise, we're actually gonna start on the ground, and you're gonna need your circle band. Grab a circle band. We're gonna be doing supersets today, 2 exercises. Let me demonstrate the 2 exercises for you so that if you wanna move faster and get out ahead of me, you can. Oh, do I have a circle band? Yes. Grab your circle band. Step into it, place it above your knees. Meet me down on the floor with your band above your knees. Let me show you the 2 exercises so that you can get ahead of me if you want. You're going to be doing 15 repetitions on each side of everything. First exercise, elbows are pressing into the floor, shoulders are back and down so that your chest pops up. You are going to come up into a bridge, and we're going to hold the bridge, and you're going to extend one leg out, just alternating side to side, 15 on each leg. So that's 30 in total, keeping the hips up. From here, you're simply going to flip over, keeping the band on your hands or elbows, coming into a plank, holding the plank, reaching forward. Reaching forward. You can do this from your elbows as well. If for some reason it's too hard on an extended arm, you can also do it on your elbows. Stretching the band from your legs. 15 on each arm, 30 in total. Let's get started. We're gonna do these 2 exercises back to back with no rest, and then we will do a total of 2 supersets. Those of you guys that wanna do 3 supersets, get on it because you're gonna be moving faster. Elbows into the ground, pop your chest up, feet are shoulder width distance apart, slight tuck on your pelvis coming into a glute bridge. From here, just extend, left foot out, and switch. Please count. You've got 15 repetitions on each leg, so it's a total of 30 repetitions. Keeping your hips high, I want you to stay in this glute bridge throughout the whole movement. Now, sometime mid-set, you might need to relax, reset, come back up. That's absolutely okay if you want to reset mid-set. Especially on an exercise like this, about midway through, your hips are gonna start to cave down, most likely. And so I do want you to make sure that you're keeping your hips up, focusing on putting your weight and the effort and the pressure into the heel of the leg that's down. So this is a down leg exercise. This exercise is for the leg that's staying on the ground, not the leg that's kicking out. The leg that's kicking out is really just a tool. What you want to mentally be focusing on is the leg that's on the ground, driving into the heel and arch. When your foot is down, press into your heel and arch. 30 repetitions in total. Resetting when you need to. And we're probably pretty close to that 30 repetition mark. If you are new to my workout, please make sure you are counting your repetitions, because I don't count, I just estimate them and I can be off. Let's do one more each side. And relax, and we're gonna immediately flip over for our plank exercise. You've got the choice to be on your elbows or hands, whichever feels best for you. Step back into your plank, keeping your abs drawn in, glutes tight, From here, reach forward, alternating 15 on each side, a total of 30. If you start up on your hands and then it just starts to not feel so good, you can always come down onto your elbows and perform the same on your elbows. Keeping those toes tucked under, really reaching long, and your body weight is gonna shift from side to side. Your goal is to not let your body weight shift. If you can keep your hips totally locked off in space, that's ideal. That's what we're working towards. But most likely, most people are going to shift their body weight side to side a little bit. Really try to lock off through your hips so that there is limited weight shifting side to side, but it will be there. Stretch the band by pressing your thighs outward. Really stretch that band. Make sure your hips are not too high. Draw in through your abdomen, keeping your core braced. 15 on each side, which is 30 total. And we got about one more on each side, and then we're gonna take a short break. Short rest. Those of you doing 3 supersets, either no rest or a super short rest. So hop to it. Second superset, for those of you that want a harder workout today, jump right in. You're gonna repeat these 2 exercises for a total of 3 sets. We're gonna take about a 10, 15, 20-second break, or as long as I'm done, until I'm done talking. And we're gonna do our second set. Let's go ahead and get into position for second set of glute bridge. If that first set was comfortable for you, slide your band closer to your knees. On this exercise, your band could actually be right by your knee joint. That's absolutely okay for this exercise. Coming back, drive your elbows into the ground so that your chest pops up. You know how I always say shoulders back and down? This is how you get shoulders back and down on this exercise. Elbows press into the floor so your chest pops up, so your shoulders move back in space and down towards your hips. Feet are hips distance apart, come up into your glute bridge. From here, drive into those heels, get into a really good position, and let's go. Extending one leg, please count 15 on each leg, or a total of 30. Draw in through your abdomen, actively, really press your heels down towards the ground. Heels and arches. Can you feel your arch in this exercise? I want you to pressurize your arches, and you're gonna feel it more in your hamstrings when you do it that way. If you focus 100% of your pressure into your heels, it's gonna be more loading your glutes, which is a good thing. But for today, I want you to load your hamstrings a little bit. So all you have to do is put your mental focus into your arches. Heels to arch. Heels to arch is where the pressure is. And what that does is that automatically causes you to activate a bit more in the hamstring along with the glute. How you use your body and where you put the pressure on the joint influences what muscle is being affected further up the chain. So the reason why I always tell you drive into your heels, 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 is because I know you need to strengthen your glutes. Glutes are generally the weakest muscle group. And there's a time and place to really activate those hamstrings. And that's what we're doing today for some variety and just some focus on the arches. Let's do one more each side, and we're gonna get set up for that plank reach. And relax down, coming into your plank of choice on your elbows or on your hands. One is not better than the other. They're just different. You can even do half and half like I did. Start on Start in one position and then midway through, switch to the second position, totally fine. Pick your position, step back, feet should be separated about hips distance apart, stretch that band. Here we go, reaching forward. I want you to shift your weight back so that you're heavy into your heels. Notice how that feels. It just totally stabilizes you. But what it also does is it creates a bit of hollow body in your upper body. And so it puts your abs and your pelvis into a better position for core control. So pressing back into your heels, shifting your body weight back so that your heels are pressing back and you've got more angle at the arches. You will have a slight rounding in your back. Your pelvis is tucked under slightly. We are not with a neutral spine here. This is not technically a neutral spine exercise. There is a slight tuck under the pelvis, and that's so that we can get the best core influence from body positioning. Stretch your band, stretch that band. And as I said, if for any reason this isn't working for you, just come down onto your elbows, come back to your plank, heavy in your heels, reach it forward. I have to tell you guys a little secret. I'm wearing my absolute favorite athletic shoes that I love. I mean, they're my favorites. I don't want to give them up, but I have worn them so much that the tread has worn out and they're slippery. So if you notice that I have to keep repositioning, it's literally because I've worn out the tread on my shoes, and I don't want to replace my shoes because they're like so perfectly broken in, and I am just like probably gonna wait until they fall apart before I replace them. But there's literally, I'm like sliding all over the place because there is no tread left on them. It's terrible. Help me, New Balance. Reach, reach, reach. Abs nice and tight. Reach long, 30 in total. Whichever position feels best for you, heavy in those heels. One more each side. And let's take a break. Go ahead and take your circle band off unless you're doing a third set. If you are doing a third superset, hop to it, girl. Third superset. Okay, let me show you the next two exercises. If you're coming up off the floor, please make sure you lift your knees 10 times. It's very important to keep you safe and healthy. Lift your knees 10 times. Next exercise. Ooh. I was gonna change it. No, I'm not gonna change it, never mind. I was gonna just change this exercise a little bit, but I just changed my mind. Okay, next exercise, next combo is going to be RDL with a single arm press. So we are gonna work with a band. If you want to use dumbbells or a barbell for your RDL, that's totally fine. First exercise, RDL with a band. Knees bent at the bottom, stand and squeeze your glutes. Hips are reaching back. Here with an arch in your lower back, really squeezing your glutes at the top here. Then you're just simply going to step back, staying on your band on one side. You might have to loosen it, you might not. It just depends on your band and your strength. From here, you're gonna come into a single arm band press. That's one set. Then we'll take a break, RDL, band press on the other side. Those of you guys doing 3 sets, your third set will be a double arm press. Got it? Let's start. Grab your resistance band, step on it equally. You're probably gonna have to choke up on your band for RDL because at this bottom position here, you want some tension on your band. So we're gonna start at the top, slight arch in your lower back, bend your knees. Hips get pulled back in space as your hands slide down to your knees or slightly below. Stand up, tuck your butt, squeeze your butt cheeks. 15, let's go. Hips back, and your hands literally just slide down your legs to that bottom position. So there's an arch, then there's a tuck. There's an arch, then there's a tuck. I really need you arching here. So what you're doing is you're rotating your pelvis anteriorly. So you're rotating your pelvis forward to give yourself an arch. Then you're tucking your pelvis under to squeeze your glutes. Toes should be parallel to each other or slightly opened a little teeny tiny bit. Arch in the lower back as your hips reach back. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Moving at your own speed, you can move faster or slower than me, whatever works for you. Just really work on your technique here. This is one of the best exercises you could possibly be doing, but it really does take a lot of technique work. I practice this exercise every single day in the kitchen when I'm making a cup of tea. I will go through these moves with just my body weight only to really work on all of the nuances, especially at the bottom position of the exercise. 2 more. And leave the band under your right foot, okay? We're immediately gonna come into single arm press, 15. Let me show you from the front. Single arm press. Yep, good. So your feet can be staggered. You can also have your feet right next to each other. Whatever feels better for you, but the band is on your right side while you're pressing with your right arm, right? So the band is on the same side of the arm that you're pressing. If it starts to get too hard, just loosen up your band. 15, if this is easy, pause at the bottom, then press. Pause at the bottom, then press. Whoa, it's like a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day here, but it just got really windy. I hope you guys can't hear it. Apologies if you can. Whew. One more, my band is so hard today. Oh my God, that was so hard. Short little break. Remember, 15. If you're doing 3 sets, hop to it. Next set of RDL. Second set will be a left arm press. For those of you guys doing 3 sets, you'll do RDL and then a double arm press. You can do these 2 exercises with dumbbells if you want. And you could do RDL with a barbell if you want. Like Heidi, if you want to use your barbell. Always, 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 those of you guys that have a barbell at home, you can always do RDL and deadlift with a barbell. That would be my preference for you, honestly. I do love a band RDL like we're doing today, but my favorite first choice is always a barbell. Let's go for second set. Get your band into position. Step on it. Feet are hip distance, shoulder width distance apart, a little bit of tension on your band at the bottom. And here we go. Hips reach back as those hands slide down, tuck your pelvis and squeeze. Is that not heaven? Come on. This bottom position right here, I swear I could stand there all day long. That bottom position, you guys, is so healing on your body when you get it. Because of the flexibility, because of the muscles that are getting loaded, when you really get it, it is unbelievable. Make sure you're tucking your pelvis at the top here. Squeeze your butt. Tuck your pelvis under. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze those glutes. Body weight is on your heels to arches. Emphasizing pressing into the heels and emphasizing a little bit of a lower back arch here at the bottom. Remember, the bottom position, your goal isn't to bend over. That's not the goal on this exercise. In fact, at the bottom, your torso should still be above parallel to the ground. Even if it's just a little bit, it should be above parallel. So if you're 40 degrees from the ground, no, that would be actually less than 90 degrees, I guess, would be parallel to the ground. Oh boy, don't get me started on geometry. I did not do so good in geometry. 15 reps, squeeze your glutes. 1 more, and relax. Keep the band under your left foot, and then just come into single arm press on your left arm. Single arm press on your left arm. I'm gonna turn just so you guys can see me from the front. So your band is under your left foot and your left arm is pressing. If it's too easy, pause at the bottom. Pressing your hand straight up and inward slightly. So your hand is actually going to kind of end over your head. So your hand is not over your shoulder, it's over your head at the top. So there's a bit of an arcing that happens from bottom to top. Palm stays forward, super tall, abs drawn in, counting your 15 so that you stay even on each side. Whew, whew, not easy. I tightened up my band today because I wanted a bit of a harder workout and I am feeling it. We're gonna do one more. I think that's probably 15. Yeah, okay, short break. Those of you guys doing 3 sets, hop to it. You're gonna do your RDL and then you're going to do a double arm press. Let me show you the next 2 exercises. This is where our warm-up exercise is coming into position. I want you to grab a dumbbell. Depending on your fitness level, you've got 3 options. No dumbbell, body weight only. Second option, a 5-pound dumbbell-ish. Third option, a heavier dumbbell, 10, 15, 20-pound dumbbell. Wherever you are in your fitness journey, you can even do this body weight. Let me show you from the front, but I'm going to perform it from the side. Just so you guys know, I've got a downward slope here. And so I got to often find my right position so that I don't slip and slide. Because look at these shoes. Look at this. They're like slippy, slippy slippers. Oh my gosh. Okay. Feet together. You're going to step back into a split squat position. Okay. Split squat position. You guys, I got to show you from the side. Sorry. So split squat position. If your right foot is stepping back, you're going to hold your dumbbell in your right hand. So the leg that's in the back is the same side that you hold your dumbbell. All right, from here, split squat, dumbbell is over the head and we are doing 15 on one side only. 15 on one side only, that's our first exercise. Second exercise, you're going to grab your resistance band and we're doing band pull aparts for 15. Second exercise, we'll repeat that split squat on the other side, band pull apart. You guys ready? Grab a dumbbell. Like I said, you can do body weight or like a 5-pound dumbbell or a heavier dumbbell. I'm actually gonna challenge myself today, you guys. I got the big old kettlebell out. Feet together, knees soft, step back into a split squat position on the ball of the foot in the back. Dumbbell is up and stays there. Here we go. 15. There's 1. Drive into your front heel. This is still a front leg exercise. You can modify this if you need to by going not quite so deep. Press into that front heel. You are on the ball of that back leg. And we've got about 3 more for 15. And relax. Dumbbell down, grab your resistance band. You want a little bit of tension when your hands are separated. Feet together. I like to wrap my band so that I don't have to hold on to it, okay? Clamp it down, and from here, chest up, shoulders back and down, stretch your band. It's called band pull apart. You're literally just pulling your band apart. The most important position is right here. This position, I want you to push your chest forward as if it's pushing through the band, and you're bringing your shoulder blades together while you simultaneously think about stretching your hands as far apart from each other as possible. Elizabeth, straighten your arms. So rather than bending the elbow and pressing out, it's an arm movement. So the elbows stay straight. Yes, 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 lady. Good job. Good job. Chest is up. 15. it is a straight arm movement. So, I mean, this could be a great tricep exercise, right? Yeah, good job, guys. Heidi, that looks great. Could be a straight arm exercise. Laura Colleran, that looks gorgeous. Good girl. Anne-Marie, I see you. Christine Hoffman, load that weight up, girl. You should have about 20 pounds in that hand. Okay, and short break. Then our second set will be split squat on the other side, other dumbbell. For those of you guys doing 3 sets, you're gonna have to do both dumbbells up, 10 reps, switch legs, 10 reps, okay? So, or 15 reps or however many, but those of you guys doing 3 supersets, you'll do a double set on that third set. Okay, let's go for that official second set. If you were with me on the first one, this time your weight is going to be in your left hand and your left leg is going to step back, come into your split squat position here. Dumbbell is up over the head. Take a moment to get into position. I really find this exercise it's critical to get into a good starting position. 15 reps, here we go. Keeping your pelvis tucked under slightly. Pelvis is tucked under slightly. On the ball of that back foot. So the heel of that back foot doesn't ever really tap down. You're pressing into the heel on the front leg. Front heel is where it's at. Dropping straight down as much as you can. Your front knee is going to move towards your front toe. That's normal, okay? Front knee moves towards the front toe. And it might even go over your front toe a little. We just don't want it to go super, super far beyond your front toe at the bottom. 15, driving into that front heel. Wow, you guys, I did this exercise on Tuesday and oh, that glute is still so sore from Tuesday. That set was so hard because my left glute is weaker than my right glute. Okay, second set, band pull aparts. Get yourself into position. Remember, this is a straight arm exercise. Pressing out. Ooh, this is actually a physical therapy exercise. So for those of you that have shoulder issues, shoulder troubles, previous shoulder injuries, incredible exercise. And if you've ever been in physical therapy for a shoulder injury, you probably did this exercise. Just so you guys know, probably 60% of the exercises I teach come from physical therapy. And that's because they're so healing and balancing to the structures of the body. Super powerful exercises that come from physical therapy translate to those of us that just want to be fit, stronger, more resilient, more functional. 2 more. Whew. Oh, I am pushing my upper body today, you guys, and I am feeling it. Okay, third set. Friends, go for it. You'll do 10 on one leg, 10 on the other leg, and then you'll do your band pull apart. Next superset. Hold on, I got to change it because if you want to stick around after, we're going to do walking lunge workshop. If you've been with me before, we're doing it again. It's my new favorite thing. So we're going to be doing a walking lunge workshop at the end of this workout. So next 2 exercises, I need you to grab a heavier dumbbell if you have it. It doesn't have to be a kettlebell. This just happens to be the heaviest weight that I have. You're going to put it in contact with your chest. Heels are hips distance apart. Toes are open. Standing up super tall. Goblet squat. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Goblet squat, keeping the dumbbell in contact with your chest. Got it? Next exercise, same dumbbell, 1 dumbbell. It's gonna go up over your head, tricep dips here. So this is a 1 dumbbell superset. Ideally, it's the heaviest dumbbell that you have. Here we go. Dumbbell is in contact with your upper body. It stays touching. Heels are shoulder width distance apart. Turn those toes open. Stand up nice and tall. Here we go. Dropping it down. squeeze your glutes. Weight is in the heels. Tuck the pelvis under, there at the top. Squeeze your glutes. Now, even though it wouldn't really work, I want you to imagine you've got your circle band around your knees. And at the bottom, you stretch your circle band out, 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 okay? Think about pressing your knees out at the bottom, out. And it doesn't have to be visual or even overt. It's a bit of an energetic, but it's super, super important that you're pressing your heels outward at the bottom and then squeezing your glutes at the top. This alone will give you the best butt in town if you want it. Incredible exercise, especially with those nuances. 15, let's do one more. Same dumbbell, straight up over your head. Knees soft, back arched slightly. Press straight down, straight up. If your dumbbell is too easy for you, I want you to pause at the bottom, press. Pause at the bottom, press. Even though you're pressing up over your head, it's important to keep your shoulders dropped down. Drop your shoulders towards your hips. Big press. Big press. Ooh, is that not so good? We are hitting those triceps. Listen, look at me from the front. I want you to keep your elbows pretty close to each other. Don't let your elbows press outward here. That's not the move. Elbows are actually forearms and back of your arms are facing front. Perfect. 15 reps, one more. Take a short break. Those of you guys doing 3 sets, get on it. We're gonna take a short rest. Okay, how was your goblet squat? If your goblet squat on that first set was good, I want you to add more weight. You can double up your weight. You can get a heavier weight, whatever works. This goblet squat is intended to be a bit heavier. This is our most challenging exercise of the workout. So this is the one, I shouldn't say it, let me rephrase that. This exercise holds the most potential and you're able to use the heaviest weight on this exercise. So this is the one where you really want to challenge your weight load. So grab a heavier weight if you need it. Let's go, second set. Toes are opened, chest is up. Press those knees outward at the bottom. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Knees out, squeeze the glutes. Knees out, squeeze the glutes. Count for 15 or more. Hey, if you want to do 20 or 25, go for it. These are not air squats. So I don't want you moving too quickly either. You shouldn't be bouncing through this exercise. If your weight is heavy enough, it's going to slow you down. And it should. Your weight load really should be heavy enough that you got to slow down. By the end of the set, it takes me some effort here to get out of the hole, as they say. For me to get out of the bottom, I'm really working right there. And that's how it should be if your weight is challenging enough. You got to work to get out of it. Let's do one more. Going right in to that tricep. Straight down, press up. 15. Pausing at the bottom if you need to. Oh, is that so good? Your arms are going to look amazing. Just in time for winter. Triceps always need that work. 15. Whew. Are you feeling it? Guys, I am feeling it today. I don't know what is up. Yikes. One more. And, okay, short break. That was 2 sets. Those of you going into your 3rd superset, go for it. Let me show you our last superset, one more set of 2 exercises, and then we're gonna do some walking lunges together. Next superset, let's go. Grab 2 dumbbells and also have 1 heavier dumbbell nearby. So put your heavier dumbbell near you, grab 5, 8, or 10-pound dumbbells, and let's take it down onto the floor. Have a seat. Yeah, let me do it this way. Have a seat. Okay, watch me. Grab your dumbbells, bring them to your chest. Use the strength of your abdomen to lay you back. Dumbbells straight up over your chest. Slight bend. I'm going to change my camera in a minute so you can see me, but slight bend in your elbow. We're opening out for chest fly. Slight pause at the bottom and close. Slight pause at the bottom and close. Second exercise. Grab your heavier dumbbell and we are lying dumbbell pullover. Those of you guys that know me know this is probably my #1 exercise. Oh God, I love this exercise so much. All right, get into position. You are down on the floor with your double dumbbells. Down on the floor with your double dumbbells. Knees are bent. Dumbbells pressed straight up over your chest. Slight bend in your elbows. We ready? 15. If your weights are easy, you gotta give me a pause right here. If your weight load is easy, give me a really good pause. Now, when you're watching me, it's going to look like my arms are resting on the ground, but they're not. My upper arm is touching the ground, but I'm keeping the dumbbells off the floor because my elbows are bent, and I'm keeping pressure on my chest. In fact, right here, there's so much pressure on my chest. Draw your shoulder blades together, especially at the bottom. Here, shoulder blades together. Suck those shoulder blades together. Draw them inward right here. There's a saying, imagine you had a pencil running up and down your spine, in between your shoulder blades, here, and you're trying to pinch the pencil with your shoulder blades right here. 15 reps, let's do maybe 2 more. Next exercise, you're gonna put those dumbbells down. Dumbbells down, grab your heavier dumbbell. Be careful moving in and out of position. Please start with your dumbbell up over your chest. Anchor, remember, shoulders back and down, right? Shoulders back, which means your shoulders are gonna release to the floor, and then shoulders down towards your hips. Right now, aggressively push your shoulders to your hips like your life depends on it. Slight arch in your back. Here we go, reaching up over the head. That dumbbell is going to lightly graze the floor. If your dumbbell is not heavy enough for your fitness level, I want you to pause, 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 pause. Pause all day long. Give me a 5-second pause if your dumbbell is not hard enough for you, because this is a powerful move. And listen, if I had my way, every single one of you would be doing 30, 35 pounds on this exercise. You would be a badass, a bulletproof mama if I could get you up to 30, 35 pounds on this exercise right here. I'm hoping in 2021 to be able to resume some in-person meetups where we get into the gym and we start strength training together and we're doing these exercises. But until then, I gotta teach you this way. And this is one of those exercises that has great potential for your body, but you gotta do it right. So press the shoulders towards your hips, and probably one more. Let's take a short break. Bring your dumbbell to your chest. Use your legs to bring you up. Put your dumbbell down. Take a short break. We're gonna do one more set here before we move into our walking lunge. Those of you guys doing 3 sets, get to it. So this last exercise, the lying dumbbell pullover, every single one of you should be at least 8 pounds on this exercise. And many of you I know virtually. Some of you kind of are a little bit quiet in the background and I don't know you as well. But all of you that I know, I know you can be doing 8 pounds on this exercise at the bare minimum, okay? Because this is a powerful move. It's like that goblet squat. You've got more ability to do a harder set on this exercise. Let's go for our second set. Chest fly. Grab heavier dumbbells if you need them at your chest. Use the strength of your abdomen to lay you back. Knees are bent. Press your dumbbells straight up over you. Shoulders to your hips. Aggressively, shoulders to your hips. Slight bend in your elbow. Let's go. Count out your 15, giving me a little pause at the bottom and remembering that pencil analogy. Squeeze the pencil. I know it's going to seem weird. When I first learned this cue, I was like, how can you bring your shoulder blades together when your arms are opening outward? Shouldn't your shoulder blades stretch outward with your arms? Yeah, they can, but that's exactly how you get a shoulder injury. So elbows bent, shoulder blades suck inward to each other. And what that's going to do is it's going to pop your chest up and it's going to protect the front of your shoulders. It's also going to protect the back of your shoulder, your posterior deltoid, your rotator cuff. Super important. Slight pause at the bottom if you need it. Listen, if your weights are nice and heavy and it's challenging, you don't pause at the bottom. The heavier the weight, the less of the pause there needs to be. And one or two more. Grabbing that heavier dumbbell for lying dumbbell pullover. Put your light dumbbells aside. Grab your heavier dumbbell. Be careful getting into position. Dumbbell is positioned up over your chest to start. Press your shoulders to your hips. Shoulders to your hips. Slight arch in your lower back. Here we go. Graze the floor, just barely tap the floor and hover above it. So what I do is I feel the floor so I know how deep I am, and then I just kind of recoil and hover slightly above the ground. In fact, my thumbs are touching the ground just so I know it's there, but the dumbbell is not releasing. And that's because I want full range of motion and I want every inch on the back end that I can get, but you also want to hold the tension. In my book, Lift to Get Lean, I talk about the pause. The pause is everything for developing excellent technique and also making your muscles look the way you want them to look and also keeping you protected. And then eventually, if your weights get heavy enough, you eliminate the pause on some moves. Okay, one or two more. And short break. Bring your dumbbell to your chest to get rid of it. For now, I want you to bring one knee into your chest. Listen up. Those of you guys doing 3 sets, get to it. We're all going to meet up together and we're going to do some walking lunges. If you don't want to stick around for the walking lunge workshop, I'm going to take you through a couple of stretches right now and you can leave us. At the end of the walking lunge workshop, I'll take a few questions and we'll say hello. Switch legs, other knee into your torso. So stick around. Walking lunge workshop is something that just kind of happened a couple of weeks ago and I've absolutely been loving it. They are just such a powerful exercise. They change my life. They're so good for you. And so we're going to workshop them regardless of your skill level or your fitness level or where you are. Okay, both knees into your chest. Take your arms out to your sides in a T. And then using the strength of your abdomen, just drop your knees over to one side, opening out. And if you want to look in the opposite direction coming into a spinal twist, go for it. Nice big twist, getting a stretch through the hip, the lower back, maybe even through your chest. Contract your abdomen, bring your knees back into your center, realign, contract your abs, draw inward with your abs, arms out, knees to the other side, relaxing into a stretch, and then opening and looking away from your knees so that you are in a full spinal twist. Feels so good, so good. from here, just roll towards your knees and come to a seated position with your legs in a staggered position, okay? So it's just very natural to just sit up and your legs will just naturally be in this staggered position. So from here, I want you to inhale up, and then you're gonna drop your hand towards your, let's call it, if you're mirroring me, you're gonna drop your hand to your right leg and then lean over towards your left side. If you're mirroring me, this will be your left leg. Getting a kind of a funky stretch through this hip, right? You might even get a funky stretch through your knee. That's by design. Inhale up and just switch legs. So just stagger those legs in the opposite position. Inhale up and right hand onto the right leg and coming over to a bend. Again, funky stretch there on that hip. So this is really funky on my other leg. This side is a lot more flexible. So you might notice that one leg, it feels good, and the other leg, it just feels really restricted. That's somewhat normal. Most women have imbalanced pelvises, like our pelvis, our left and our right is just imbalanced or out of alignment, and that influences the flexibility, totally normal. And relax, soles of the feet together. Let your knees release. Really let them drop. Let those knees drop, because this alone is such a great stretch for the hips here, bringing them into external rotation. And then just let yourself collapse or fold forward, not pushing, not exerting, not straining, just very released and relaxed, simultaneously letting those hips open, letting your knees fall to the floor wherever they land. And I was doing my double pigeon stretch yesterday, and so my knees and my hips are a lot more balanced today. Normally, this knee is much, much higher, but when you work on your flexibility, that gets better. And relax. Thank you so much for joining me. We are going to be here every Saturday this whole month of September, potentially October. Stay tuned. And if you want to leave the workout, thanks for being here. If you want to stick around for the Q&A and the walking lunge workshop, let's do it. Okay, walking lunges, body weight only. The way we do walking lunges in this workshop is a bit different than how we do them when we're strengthening. So during a strength training workout, your walking lunges look a bit different. The name of the game in this walking lunge workshop is body weight only. You move a bit slower. You can use your hand on your front knee for support. Think of it like a stretch. Think of it like calisthenics. That's what these walking lunges technically are, calisthenics, when you're doing it the way that I'm doing it. So you move slower, you find a rhythm where you can do more repetitions. So we're going to move slower. What we've been doing is 2 sets of 50. If you've been keeping up with me and 2 sets of 50 is a piece of cake for you, I want you to do 2 sets of 60 or 70 or 80 today. All right, we're going to do 2 sets of 50, 60, 70, 80, wherever you are. And if 50 is too much for you, you can start with 2 sets of 20, wherever you are. The name of the game is to start and to gradually build up wherever you are. I am a queen of doing walking lunges. And so I can do 50 easily. I might even do more today because they're easy for me, because I've been workshopping them for ever, 30 years now, right? So it's really dependent on your skill level and your fitness level. All right, you guys with me? And listen, bye, Anne-Marie. Thank you for being here. And also, guys, if you don't want to do the walking lunges, listen and learn and stick around, and we will do our Q&A after, okay? So this is like dangerous territory with these slippery shoes, so bear with me. All right, feet together. Here's what we're doing for these walking lunges. Knees are soft. This is the way I suggest that you do them. You take a step out and you use your hand on your front leg, and then you step forward and switch sides. And I really move pretty slowly here. You can let your back knee tap down on the ground. Just don't fully let your body weight release to the ground. You guys ready? Pick your number, whatever is right for you. Maybe it's 10 on each leg for 20 reps. Maybe it's 20 on each leg for 40 reps. Whatever it is, count them out. Let's go. So it's 1 rep per leg. There's 1. Here's 2. You can count out your total number of reps, or you can count out an equal number on each leg, right? So there's 4. Here's 3 on each leg, and here's 3 on each leg, or that's 6. Continue. Here's 7. These shoes are not ideal. So I'm gonna go a little silent because I need to focus so that I don't slide, but I'm gonna count you through these. I believe we are at, I'm gonna call this 10. Here we go. 11. Squeeze your glutes. Ooh. Oh gosh, I'm sliding all over the place, you guys. There's 12. Squeeze your glutes at the top. 13. 14. 15. Tuck your pelvis and squeeze. 16. Right here. Squeeze. 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 And here's 20. 21. 22. 23. Squeeze your glutes. 24. You can move faster or slower. 25. 26. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Remember, it is a front leg exercise. There's 40, last 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 47, 48, 49. I'm going to do 10 more. Take a break as you need it. $58, $59, $60. I'm proud to say, I swear I could do 100. I'm so sad, you guys. I'm gonna have to give up my favorite shoes. I am literally sliding all over the place. There's just no tread left on them. And I love these so much. These are New Balance Minimus. I've had these for, I've probably been wearing these for 2 years now. But because I use them for strength training and not like running or bouncing, the support isn't quite as important as the foundation and how it holds your foot. So New Balance Minimus shoes, if you're using them for strength training, will last you forever because you're not using them for cushioning, right? So I just don't want to give them up. I love them so much. They're just, this exact version was so well built and they're so perfect for my feet. And I've got many pair of these. I probably got 10 pair of Minimus, but none of them fit me like my black ones do. And I don't want to give them up, but all right, you ready? Second set. Wherever you are in terms of repetition, whatever works for you, I just want you to challenge yourself. And I want you to see what it feels like to do these extended sets, body weight only. So incredible for your flexibility, your mobility, your functionality, balancing out any asymmetries. So pick your number, whatever is good for you. You don't have to do 60 with me if you don't want to, but let's do it. Tuck your butt when your feet are together. Here we go. Front leg driving into the heel, tuck your butt. And I've got 20 right there. Here's 22. This is my pace. 23, 24, 25, 26. There's 30. 35. There's 36. 37. 38. 41. 43. 45. There's 46. Squeeze your feet. Squeeze your glutes when your feet are together. I think this is 50. I'm going to do 10 more. New territory. I haven't done 2 sets of 60 this year. This is a first time right here. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's 8. Wah! Oh, I'm doing these last 2. 9, oh my gosh, and 10. That's 60. Amazing. High five. No matter how many you've done, listen, just because you see me doing 60 doesn't mean you have to do 60. 60 is where I'm at. 60 is where my fitness level is. And 60 is about 20% harder than my current fitness level today. Technically, I probably could have done about 80 if these stupid shoes weren't limiting me. So just know, because I've gotten some messages from some of you guys where I think you see me doing certain numbers and you think you need to do the same. Remember, always, your workout is based on where you are today, 20% more. And if you keep doing that, each workout, it's like the perfect amount of progressive overload. Each week, you will be getting better with minimal recovery. Questions and comments. And then I am going to scoot out because this is the first, I'm taking a full Saturday, taking the whole day off today and tomorrow. And I haven't done this in probably 2 months, I think. And we are actually taking a road trip to go see elk in Pennsylvania. There are wild elk in Pennsylvania. Who knew? I had no idea. I grew up in Pennsylvania and I had no idea that there were elk here. So my dad and stepmom are taking me to go see the elk in Pennsylvania. How cool is that? Okay, talk to me, friends. Guys, take a picture of your tank. Emmy, guys, I want to see you with your muscles. Send me your pictures. Thanks, Natalie. So good to have all of you guys. Happy Saturday. Thanks for being here. Emmy, have a good day. Heidi, yay. Heidi, I don't think you send me a picture of you in your tank. I don't think I got it yet. I don't think I did. Kathy Connors, 50 wiped me out, but I'll do a few more. My glutes are on fire today. Kathy Connors, girl, so proud of you. 50 is a big deal. Good for you. That's amazing. Oh yes, Lila, guys, happy holiday weekend. I forgot it's a holiday weekend. I've been in such work mode most of my life, I kind of forget holidays. And so I forgot it's a holiday weekend. I'll be working on Monday. I'll tell you that. Anne-Marie leaving. Okay, guys, any questions? If you have a question, please feel free to either unmute yourself. I see Marian has raised her hand, so I'll take her question first. You can raise your hand, or you can put a question into the chat box, and you can also join me and talk to me if you want. You'll just have to raise your hand. So Miri, hello, would you like to unmute yourself?
I already unmute.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing very well. My
Good.
knees are getting better, so I'm so
Good.
happy.
Good. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I kind of thought you might turn a corner this week. Good job, girl.
Mm-hmm. I have a question. If
Yes.
if you want to lose weight, for example, and do you do more repetitions with less pause? That's the thing to do.
Well, boy, that's such a complicated question. So weight loss has nothing to do with your strength training protocol. Okay. So there's really not a direct correlation there. Weight loss is about a calorie deficit. So weight loss is about eating fewer calories than you need. And what you need is dependent on your fitness programming and how many calories you're expending. So for you, because I know you well, and I know what your goals are, I know for your body specifically, those of you guys that are listening in, Miriam has coached with me privately. She's inside of the Glutes project. I've also created customized programming for her. We talk on the phone. We do coaching calls. I know Miriam's body very well. I've seen her pictures 30 times. So Miriam, for you,
we met in LA too.
And we met in person. I've actually seen her body in real life also. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I know you well. So knowing your body, honey, I really believe the transformation for you is adding muscle. The best way for you and all women to add muscle is to go heavier, fewer reps. That's the best way for you to add muscle. Heavier, fewer reps based on your current ability. So right now, your ability is somewhat limited because of the knees, but certainly for your upper body, the name of the game is to do heavy weight. And the way that we do heavy weight is by doing fewer repetitions.
Okay, so for example, in my program, I have 15, then 10, and
yes, exactly,
and not 12 and 10. When it's the fourth set, should be with like 15. I have 15, 12, 10, and then 15. The second time that I do 15 should be with the same weight that I did in the first 15.
No, so
no, because I'm keeping the weight from the 12 repetition.
Correct. So when your repetitions go down, that's a signal from me to use heavier weight. So it looks like this. Here's your repetitions: 15, 12, 10, 15. Your weight load should go heavier, same. So on the 15, you want to try to use the same weight load that you used on the 10 repetitions.
Perfect. Try. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You might not be able to. Yep.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm keeping even the 12 repetition weight.
Perfect.
So I add a little bit more.
Perfect. Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm afraid that, like my husband says, that I'm an easy gainer. Like
no, you're not.
I'm not.
You're not an
easy gainer. I know I'm not.
Yeah, no.
But he keeps insisting that I'm an easy gainer.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, I actually don't think you're easy or hard. I think that you are perfectly on track. I think you're actually a normal gainer. I didn't title that,
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I think you're a normal gainer. Like watching your progress over the past year, you've done really, really well. And I wouldn't say it's hard or easy for you. Your glutes are a hard gainer. You know, we're having a hard time putting glutes on you. But the rest of your body is actually gaining muscle very appropriately.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
I love the workout from today.
Good.
So I will do it soon.
Yay! I'm so glad. I can't wait till you're fully 100%.
Okay, great. Love you.
Love you. See you. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so hold on. Yana, when we do the split squats, can I have weights in both hands versus just one hand? Absolutely. Definitely, Yana. For sure. You can even do it with no weights if you want. I like to bring some variety to these workouts, and by unilaterally loading, that's what I've been doing when I add that dumbbell on one side. It's just to give you guys some variety and to just make it different and harder. But yes, absolutely, you can hold dumbbells here. I like dumbbells here, but you could also hold them at your hips if you want to. Absolutely. Deborah, goblet squat and that type exercise, my left hip makes a wiggle like it might disjoint. I am thinking not to move too low. I don't want to cave in and have an injury. Yeah, Debbie, I would agree with you, especially because of the hip surgery. If you feel, everybody, if you're ever doing an exercise, goblet squat's a great example because you go kind of deep. If you ever feel instability around a joint, like it's going to go out, please be very careful. So if it's like, whoa, unstable, then you want to limit your range of motion and you want to be very gentle around that exercise. Yes, 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 Deborah. Annie, love this workout. Many thanks. Enjoy your mini break. I will. Thank you, Annie. Okay, guys, any final questions? Love having you. Happy holiday weekend. Please be safe. Please take some time off and enjoy it. We will be here every Saturday in September for sure. I'm going to be traveling in October. I'm actually going to be, you guys, I'm actually traveling in September and October, believe it or not. But I do think I'm going to try and keep up with our Saturday workouts in October. I just have to plot out where I'm going to be and how I'm going to do them. But that's the name of the game. Please invite your friends. I want to grow this community even bigger. Right now, I think we have maybe 600 people signed up for these workouts, which is just unbelievable. And I'd love to get that to like 1,000 women strong. 1,000 women strong. How cool would that be? That'll be our new Instagram handle. 1,000 women strong. And then it'll be 100,000 women strong, right? Okay, guys, happy Saturday. Mwah. I love you. I love having you here. I'm so grateful for you. I love working out with you. This is just the best. Keep your eyes open for an email from me tomorrow, providing you with a link to the playback, and send me your selfies. I want to make a collage of all of us. You can send your selfie to me at holly@hollyperkins.com. You can email it to me. You could post it on my Holly Perkins fitness page on Facebook, and I'll just be able to screen grab it. I want to see you in your tank top. Okay, guys, happy Saturday. I'll see you next weekend.